the brand that you're after, and all the products would open up there. Our esports memberships can be purchased directly with credit card as well, and the crypto payments happen on the back end. So that's very friendly for people wanting to purchase those. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of how we do it. We just kind of focus on the onboarding funnels, find those pain points, and we provide technical solutions to make it easier for them. You know, we're not here to jam Web3 down anybody's throats. You know, the fact that we're a Web3 product isn't, you know, a big part of our story. It's the tech and the experiences that we're delivering. So that's what we focus on.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely not forcing anybody. It's just giving hands to make it easier for them, right? Like just to facilitate, and we all can come together to this space and grow together. That's definitely a good thing. Okay, I wanted to ask you now about your token. I wanted to know what is the utility of your token? What can you tell me about that?
So the token's really, really exciting. We're stoked to have finally launched it, especially with great partners like Gate. So one of the first things that I mentioned before is the NFT no loss prize games, right? So this is a really fun way to learn about different Web3 games. We're doing a relaunch on the site. It'll be up hopefully this week, where we will have multiple no loss prize games. It's on the landing page. Click in win prizes. Users can go straight in there, stake their token into a special contract where you can withdraw at any time. So you can always access your tokens. They don't get locked up, and users, there's no loser basically. So at the end of the week, we will select a random wallet on chain for the multiple prize games that are happening, and then it'll automate the process, and winners will receive those gaming NFTs in their wallets each week. You can stay staked in to be in the draw for the next week, and it happens weekly. It rolls over, and we do lots of marketing and stuff with our teams, our partners for that. So that's a really fun utility from the start. The second utility that we're really excited about is called Stake to Access, where users who are staking in another contract will have access to esports branded game items within our partners' games, right? So this is a huge funnel for that traditional gamers coming into the space as well, where they'll be able to play their favorite Web3 games, leading AAA Web3 games, first-person shooters, third-person shooters, using branded skins from their esports teams as well. So that's really, really massive. There'll be not a specific minimum, but the more you stake, the higher tier you get, and then the more kind of whitelist access and priority access you get to these exclusive drops, right? So that Stake to Access is a really fun utility as well, with a massive story there. And the third one is we actually have a platform staking as well for people who are sort of, you know, more long-term. They can stake into the platform and access a whole range of benefits that we're constantly adding to. So the marketplace fee, depending on your tier, is reduced. You have access to all the different rewards platforms as well across the different verticals that we have there. And then the fourth one is governance. So we're activating the governance very quickly. So we want to have community to have their say on what we do, kind of, you know, who we're partnering with, the direction of things. That's very, very important to us. We were integrating the Yes token as a payment in the marketplace as well. So people will be able to make payments in the marketplace. And then sort of Q4, Q1 next year, we're looking to release the white label metaverses for esport teams, basically. So there'll be Yes utility involved in the metaverse engagement as well. And then finally, the other utility is a stake to predict model that'll be coming out for esports games. Basically, make predictions on matches and outcomes, and be able to engage in gameplay that way as well. So it's really a utility token through and through. It unlocks a lot of different potential pathways and avenues and engagement opportunities for our fans on the platform.
Nice. Good. Well, thank you for sharing all that. Like, I guess that help our community also to understand a little bit more the opportunities they have. Now, what I wanted to ask is like, what products are there within esports? Like, what can you tell us about your products? You have mentioned the utilities. What can you tell us now about products?
Yeah, awesome. So on the marketplace, we've just, this is first news for Gate listeners only. We've just integrated our multi-chain function. So we now have Ethereum support, so EVM support, which means that we'll be bringing in a whole host of new game collections from the whole EVM network onto the platform, which is huge. So right now we have over 15 games, and their gaming collections trading on the marketplace. So that's one product is the marketplace itself, and that comes with a user benefit as well. So the more that people interact with the platform, we're constantly running. At the moment, we have an $8,000 USD trading competition happening at the moment. You can win an iPad Pro as well, which has still got a few weeks left to go. But basically, we're releasing a mechanic where those who interact to certain requirements each month will get a monthly kind of reward in YESP tokens for being high-level users of the platform within the marketplace itself, kind of similar to like what Blur and Rarible were doing as marketplaces. We're really focused on delivering two-way value, not just value for us, but value for the community to be a part of that. So we have the marketplace. Then the other product we have is these esports memberships. So we've launched 6 out of the 11 teams that we have, which come with fully customizable team rewards. So basically the team can choose whatever digital in real life rewards that they want to implement into their memberships. They come in 3 tiers: gold, platinum, and diamond, diamond being the most valuable. And each team's rewards are completely different, and users can purchase those, and the claiming function to activate those rewards is going live within the next few weeks with Infinity first, and then we'll follow up with Talon Esports and some of our other ones. So that'll be a fully fledged final product within a few weeks, which is really, really amazing. But you can purchase them now before the rewards go live. Then we'll have the branded skins, which we're in conversations now with multiple Web3 games, which is very exciting. So we have some of our leading teams putting their branding on different games. So if you're into third-person, first-person shooters or football games, racing games, we have totally different games where, as an esports fan, you'll be able to bring your branded skins in. And then we're going to look to the evolution on that product is, excuse me, let's say you play with one of your esport branded skins and you win X amount of tournaments, or you win X amount of races or games or whatever it is, you may be eligible for in real life rewards for using that skin in Web3 games to complete the product circle there. Which is super exciting. And then further in the distance, we're looking at these white labeled metaverses, which is a product where members will be able to get into the esports arena and watch live streams, beta tests of their favorite Web3 games, new Web3 games played by their favorite esport teams. So that's a really exciting product in the future as well. So, for a small team, we're doing a lot.
For sure, and I see a bright future in that. Is really exciting. You have a lot of plans ahead, and looks. I mean, I bet the whole team is really, really excited to work on those things, and you're working hard for sure. Like it's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very happy.
Let me go for the next questions. Next question. Are you working on promoting? Like, what moves do you have to rise to promote this your project, and what would you like to do to raise the price after listing, like the price of your token? Like, what are your plans in that regard? What is the future for it?
Yeah, I mean, the token's really a utility token, so we don't really talk about value or focus on value of the token ourselves. I know everyone's speculating out there, being the industry that we're in, but as far as we're concerned, any product, whether it's a token or an actual product itself, is only as good as the value experience that you get out of it. So basically, we focus on our products first. So the more products we can release that actually drive value, that actually have a reason to exist, and actually have exciting opportunity for people using those products, then as a company, we will just get stronger and better, right? So having multiple utility from the get-go with this token has been a very good decision for us. We're here for the long run as well. Like, we're building solid products. So, in the Web3 industry, I do understand that everyone wants amazing things to happen tomorrow. But, we're not here just to disappear in a few months' time. We're building solid projects and solid products that can really last a long time and provide ongoing experience in the industry. So we're very excited about how that will reflect for those people who are on board the product now.
Yeah, I totally agree that the value is more on what you bring to the community and what you can provide them to, as you said, to be here for the long run. You want to stay here and contribute as much as possible in the future. So that's definitely I totally agree with what you said, to bring the products and the value within those products more than anything else. Okay, then I wanted to add, because as we have mentioned, is a recently new project, let's say, how have you survived this bear market? It's been hard for some projects and for some people. Like how esports has survived, and how you managed to also like get those achievements that you have recently achieved so far.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what it comes down to, and the reason that we did survive, is just clever planning. You know, we knew the situation that of the wider economic situation and the industry that it was going through. We didn't make any wild promises to community. You know, we didn't withdraw a little bit, but we really focused on the product build. It was a good opportunity to sort of plan out, you know, when you do pull the trigger to release all these products, what's that going to look like? You know, and instead of launching kind of products that are token dependent in a bear market that can have negative effects, you know, it's why we created the digital event that we ran for the first quarter of 2023, which was Convergence 2023, with 35 Web3 games. Polygon was there speaking. We had 3 CEOs from the esports world coming to speak. So we ran some thought leadership events as well to stay relevant within the industry, you know, and to keep up to date, but to also keep connecting ourselves with different partners, different communities, so people had awareness of what we were doing. And then, yeah, on top of that, one of the big things is we just never made any wild promises. We just kind of, you know, said, this is what we're building, this is coming, you know, stick around. It's a bear market right now. We're not in any rush to get this out the door. And what that does, it just creates better products.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you were being like realistic about the whole situation, and just then proving with your work that you were here to stay, right? Like,
yeah, exactly that, you know. And we work across 2 industries, which I think something is hard to grasp for a lot of Web3 users who are used to the rapid pace of the Web3 world, which is beautiful. I love the fact that everything happens yesterday in the Web3 world, but also working with Web2 established businesses. You know, we follow a nice process to make sure that everything's credit checked, you know, everything's viable. They're obviously running lots of tournaments and doing lots of things in the esports world as well. So, you know, we do things by a process. We do follow our own kind of timeline, with different, you know, with our products that we release. So I think we're just kind of smart about it. There's a lot of pressure, especially from outside people looking in, to sort of go, when's this happening? Where's that? You know, you talked about this, when's it coming? La la la. But I think for our community, they've grown to trust us, that we are releasing products, that we are running relevant events, that we are moving forward, you know, and that's why we're out here today having this conversation, because we very much believe we have a future.
nice. Okay, well, thanks a lot, Matt. Those are all the questions that I have ready for you. And now, as I mentioned before, we're going to jump into the users' questions. Let me explain briefly for them, although I guess most of them already know how this works. You guys remember, please, to add your Gate user ID at the end of your questions. Otherwise, you won't be eligible for winning the airdrop. We have 3,400 yes for you ready. So just remember that. Please don't copy other people's questions, and don't repeat the same question over and over. Just one last thing. Remember, you need to have approved your KYC 2 at Gate to be able to be eligible, and the reward will be distributed within 14 working days. So once I've said that, and all of you guys know, I'm gonna start with the first question. I've been checking the chat already. Also, really appreciate everyone participating. There are a lot of questions, very interesting ones. Some of them I would say you have already answered within our conversation. So, but still, there are some really interesting ones. So this is the first one. It says, privacy and security are the most important issues. Can Yesports users be confident about the security of your project?
Yeah, absolutely. Hang on, just going to move. Just getting some background noise there. Yeah, 100%. So
Sure, no problem.
we've been audited multiple times. We've just had recent audits on our smart contracts for the marketplace, and our token contracts are verifiable on Etherscan as well, so people can go and have a look there. And then the marketplace was recently audited as well. So VeriChain and Certic did our audits. So people can go look there, have a look on our Medium for the blogs on those, and the results are all public. So, it's something that we take a lot of pride in as well, making sure that our users do feel secure. Not only that we talk about it as well, that we are doing those things, and it's if you look at our roadmap, it's something that we'll be doing somewhat routinely to make sure that we're up to date with the latest and best security. We are on Polygon as well, which is a great security. There's a lot of security that we have there too. But yeah, and that comes back into taking time to build our products. We get to make sure that they do get audited before they go live as well. Anything that involves a smart contract.
Nice. Well, yeah, definitely security is very important, and I see you're taking the time to prove that you're secure. Great. I have another question here. It says, do you plan burn token in the future to reduce the tokens? Staking is a great way to hold investors and reward users. Do your project support staking? I know we have mentioned a little bit above, but please do give us your answer about the staking and the burning the token.
Yeah, so a lot of those staking features that I mentioned, that's a really good way to lock up the token, and it works for different people. So we have the no loss prize games is for those who kind of want to be kind of week to week and can access their tokens at any time and want to sort of have a bit of fun, access some new games and play that on the platform, which is really cool. Then we have the staking to access those game skins, which can be routinely as well. So people will stake in to get early whitelist spots for those as they come. Then there's also the staking on the platform, which is longer term. People will be staking for future benefits across the platform, as well as getting immediate benefits on discounts and different things across there as well. There's multiple tiers that people can stake into. And then there is mechanics in the background for burning. It's not something that we really even advertise. Everyone claims that they're doing that burning feature, but it's part of the tokenomics that you'll be able to see basically going into the marketplace, and that's part of the integration that's coming up with Yesp into the marketplace. So do stay tuned for more on that, how we're going to incorporate it.
Nice. Well, thanks for letting us know, and guys, just stay tuned for that. They will let us know for sure. Okay, let me check. I have another question here. It says, how does esports address issue around interoperability and cross-chain compatibility, and what are the plans for integrating with other blockchain networks and platforms?
Yeah, so that multi-chain function has just gone live on the platform. So we do have Ethereum support now. We do talk to games from other networks as well, and we're looking into how to incorporate their networks into it, depending on the products that we launch with them. The interoperability in like game skins and stuff is really, really exciting, but we are a bit restricted by kind of the technology that's available, and that's a Web3 gaming wide conversation. Everyone's kind of looking at how that's going to work, what it's going to look like, how to make it secure. But as that sort of develops in the industry, we'll be on that wave as well. But for now, we can reach the whole EVM network. So if you are looking to get your gaming items across different platforms and to access different games from different networks all in one place, esports is the home for that. We do have some massive news coming out with a non-EVM chain probably this week in the next 48 hours. I can't spill the beans here, but it is to do with multi-chain. Exciting stuff. So watch the socials in the next 24, 48 hours for that story to break.
That's big news. Oh, we will definitely pay attention to that. Okay, I have another question here. It says, how can developers and other stakeholders get involved in the Yesp community, and what resources are available for them to do so?
So what was the community that just broke out on my end?
Sure. Developers and other stakeholders, like
Ah,
how can they get involved in the community? Developers and like how
yeah,
what resources do they have available?
yeah. For people who are building Web3 game related products or Web3 related integrations, just come and talk to us in the Telegram and Discord, and we'll provide our contacts to have those conversations, whether it's tech integrations that are relatable or any kind of partnership in that sense. We have a full dev team at the moment in our platform, so we're very happy with the work they're doing. They're working very, very hard to build out all the things that I've talked about today. But anyone who, we're very open. We have our moderators in the Telegram chat. Partnerships at yesports.gg. That'll come to me. You could do hello at yesports.gg. That'll go to our community management team. But any of the partnerships or developments or builds or investment come through the partnerships at yesports.gg email, and I review that daily. So very happy to open conversations with anyone looking to work with us or has any ideas of how they can integrate with us.
Nice. Well, anyone interested, definitely go and check them out. Get all the social media platform. I bet they will be more than happy to welcome anyone with their questions and their suggestion and feedback as well. Like feedback is always welcome anywhere. Okay, and this is the last question from our users. It says, how do you see Web3 and decentralized internet evolving over the next few years? And how do you see your project play a role in this transformation?
Yeah, great question. That's a whole conversation in itself, isn't it? What a fantastic one.
Definitely.
So, I mean, for the future of it all, I think everyone just needs to slow down, for one. Let's just slow down in the industry. There's tech that needs to come. Tech's still developing. There's lots of networks that need to become interoperable or be able to communicate better to be able to allow like seamless use across platforms. We're also looking at, there's lots of regulation worldwide that needs to be made or is in the process of getting made. So we can sort of see how the evolution of decentralized, not just decentralized finance, but decentralized gaming and decentralized community and SocialFi, all these things, what they're going to look like. So I see it has a massive part to play in the world, and that's why we're here. That's why I'm on board. I'm very excited to see how it plays out. I think one of the biggest technological advances we need to make is just almost bringing it off the desktop back onto the phone a little bit more as well, because that's what people are using. Not having to have so many different browsers or extensions or wallets or interaction points, maybe is the way to put that. We had a really good conversation with the CEO of Zedrun a while ago, and he coined the term time to fun. So the amount of time it takes to start having fun is the key metric to success. So if you have to click 10, 11, 15 different things and connect 2 wallets or do whatever it is just to be able to access a game or do something, it's not going to work. So I think that's we've taken that term that he coined very seriously, and I think a lot of the people that I speak to have. So everyone's working on how to make that transition better for the industry, as well as for us fitting in that. Gaming's just super relevant. Gaming's just the massive industry that's not going anywhere. No matter kind of what happens in the world, people will still game. Whether we're not allowed to, people can't move around or whatever, there's still gaming. Gaming's so accessible. So being the platform that merges, a behemoth in the gaming world such as esports with leading Web3 games, it's just a very strong position to be in. We do serve a purpose. We do solve a solution. We're a solution to a problem. So I see us just continuously building products and connecting to, I hate to use the word Web 2, Web 3 kind of as contrasting things, but we just kind of want to bring it all in so it becomes gaming, in a sense, and we'll be at the front of that conversation always.
Nice. Yeah, I totally agree that gaming will always be here. It has always been there, right? Like no matter what is your social background, where are you from, like people enjoy, and actually it unifies people. So it will continue be doing that in the future. Web3, Web2 or Web3, as you said, no putting labels much, but when it comes to that, it's definitely it's gonna stay. But yeah, I really agree with what you said in this, Web3 and the centralized internet evolving. Maybe we, as you said, should take just one step lower and go just relax, because everything is happening so fast. You blink and you're out, right? For a second, sometimes it feels that way. But nice. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for your questions. They were definitely good ones. And thank you so much, Matt, for answering all of them. It's been great having you here with us and having the project doing this AMA with us. Thank you, everyone, as well, for being here this with us this another AMA. We'll bring you more. Please remember that you can check eSports social media anywhere. Just go and join them. They're a great project. It will be here for the long run for sure. They have a bright future, and we are happy that now we are joining them within the industry. And please remember, we'll bring you more AMAs in the near future, so stay tuned. And once again, Matt, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to learn from you and about you and the team and everything you guys are creating. It's been great. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me. Thanks everyone that tuned in, and look forward to seeing you in our community channels. Jump on Twitter, Discord, Telegram. We're all there, and we can continue any conversations, any questions, let our mods know, and actually the team's in those channels as well. So we're around.
Definitely. Stay tuned and be part of the conversation. That's really, really important. It's what we create. Okay, guys, have a nice day and see you around. Bye.
Thanks, Marina. Bye.